Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is LittleMarMan. We have a brand new Zetsubou and Shima teaser, like the bio things that we've been covering the past week and a half. Obviously we had our 4 characters, then we had the map of Origins, we got an overview for the map of Origins, now we got an overview for the map of Shadows of Evil. So Call of Duty tweet out, while 4 core souls fought for survival in Mark City, Richtofen stepped in with plans of his own. Call of Duty Zombies Shadows of Evil, year 1940s. They didn't actually give a precise year, which I thought they would have, but location Morgue City, as 4 newly cursed souls banded together to defy the undead horrors of Morgue City. Richtofen began to set his grand plans in motion. Armed with the knowledge gained from the Kronorium, Richtofen entered the dimension with a singular goal: to secure the summoning key from the possession of the Keepers. Now I thought this one was definitely interesting. Probably one word sticking out to every one of us is Kronorium. I'm going to come to that in just a second, but as 4 newly cursed souls band together to defy the undead horrors of Morgue City, obviously our 4 Shadows of Evil characters put in the whole situation of Morgue City. A lot of people think it's a dream, a lot of people think they are transported to a different universe. Obviously in this whole mythos or this universe, Cthulhu has power and can sort of use the Shadow Man, his pawn, to sort of manipulate humans and sort of try to use them to secure the summoning key, and that's sort of the whole simulation we actually play in Shadows of Evil. So nothing new there. Richtofen began to set his grand plans in motion. I thought it was interesting that they called them grand plans when in Black Ops 1 we had Richtofen's grand scheme, which was actually sort of to secure power for the older Richtofen. This was the corrupt Richtofen, the one we played in Black Ops 1 as. It's not the Origins Richtofen. Just thought I'd mention that for anybody new to the storyline. I thought it was definitely interesting that they used the word grand. Armed with the knowledge gained from the Kronorium. Now, a lot of people are saying the Kronorium is a place because we have things like the auditorium and stuff like that indicating it's a place or a place with a purpose. And by the way, Kronorium is actually a made up word for the purpose of this bio and for the purpose of the storyline. You can literally Google it, nothing will come up. Obviously it has some references and it's like a derivation of a few things, which I'm going to come to in a second, but it's not really a word that you can pinpoint and sort of know exactly what it is. We do know, however, that it could be 2 things. Richtofen definitely acquires knowledge from this Kronorium. Whether or not it's a book or a place is one thing. A lot of people are saying it's a place. I'd like to think it's a book. It would definitely sort of make a lot of things easier to understand. But then again, Richtofen was missing for 2 years between the map of Origins and the map of the Giant. So it would make sense that he went to this place, aka the Kronorium, and sort of spent 2 years acquiring knowledge from there in order to know exactly what I had to do to sort of secure a better future for the entire world. At this present moment, it's really hard to say what the Kronorium is. We can theorize pretty much all day. It could very well be a book, or it could very well be a place. But just thought I'd mention the whole mythos of Greek mythology and stuff, which Treyarch definitely takes a lot of inspiration from. We have 2 gods that a lot of people get confused. We have the Greek Titan, Cronus, C-R-O-N-U-S, who is obviously depicted as the Greek of human time, reaping and calendars, the Lord of Time he is also known as, and even Father Time. But this is all a misattribution, so it basically leaves us chasing our tails, running around in circles. We have Cronus, who can actually spell his name with a K. We got the first part of the word of Kronorium as like the association with time, and since Richtofen is hopping around time and using the knowledge obviously gained from this to sort of journey on with his plan, it's a really great association to make, but unfortunately it's a dead end. And we also have the other option of the Kronorium being an association or a group in which Richtofen can actually learn from. But honestly, there's not much information we can dig into, because any information that is on the maps, obviously other than the unsolved ciphers, which we really need to get on solving, there's no information that we can sort of associate with this group, this book, or of course this place known as the Kronorium. And since this is a bit of a Zetsubou no Shima teaser, hopefully we'll find out in Zetsubou no Shima. Until then though, it is all a mystery, and Richtofen entered the dimension with a singular goal: to secure the summoning key from the possession of the Keepers. Obviously Richtofen doesn't want the Keepers to have the summoning key. Remember, the Keepers actually did take Samantha back in time and sort of had that whole ripple effect on the map of Origins. They were the ones that put Samantha in Agartha, trapped her there, maybe put her there for her own safety, but it seemed like they were doing it to harm her. but for some reason Richtofen doesn't want the gatekeepers to have the summoning key, and I think it's basically because the gatekeepers would try to defend it, and obviously the Apothegons or whatever, whoever is actually sort of trying to secure the summoning key, Cthulhu, etc, etc, would try attack their fortress or whatever, and it wouldn't end well for Earth or even the universe if this battle took place once again. And obviously with the knowledge gained from the Kronorium, whoever they or it is, Richtofen knows exactly what way to handle the summoning key and what exactly to do with it to secure a better future for the entire world. And that's all I pretty much have on this Shadows of Evil teaser for, of course, Zetsubou and Shima. If you did enjoy and of course learned something, smash that like button. It is always much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new for more storyline videos. And I'm going to leave it here once again. Peace out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in another video very, very soon.